I think it's right time to start. So nice to see you. The recording is active. It will be available for all attendees and people who registered for this webinar. We're going to cover a very important update of our application, one of the most important applications we develop for conferencing and collaboration. And today, this presentation will be done by me. My name is Lev. I'm responsible for marketing, and my colleague Maria, she is responsible for public relations. So we have prepared a lot of demonstration and slides for you. So let's switch from the slides to my screen where we have everything prepared for the demonstration. Just give us a moment, 1 second. I hope you can see my screen and my smartphone and the slide deck. Is it okay? Maria, can you see the content?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let's start. This update is very, very important. We prepare it for almost 1 year. I think even more. Just the testing took almost half a year. We firstly, initially make this update available for our internal use. After that, we did a beta testing with our customers. And just recently, actually 2 weeks ago, it was released to the general audience. It is now available. We decided to update the versioning numbers for this release. It is so huge, so important for us. So we are releasing today and we demonstrating for you not another version 2.3 or something. We decided to make it a major update. So now the versioning number was resetted. So now it is called 3.0 to make visible that this is the new generation, third generation of our Android application. And I'd like to put a stress on the fact that we were the first company to initially release the video calls and video conferencing support for Android platform. The first version of 1.0 for Android conferencing was released by us back in 2010, 14 years ago, a long time ago. It didn't support conferences. It was had some only basic features, point-to-point calls. And along with the development and the growth of the Android as operating system, the capabilities of our application for Android also grow. And today, believe it or not, I personally use Android application more often than desktop application, and it is the most important application because there is no difference in terms of features and the usability. It actually in many cases, in many scenarios, it is more convenient to use Android application instead of your desktop application to be connected with your team to collaborate. So let's start with the new UI. We totally redesigned all windows, all screens of the application. We actually updated the conference mode and the chats and everything. I will try to share my screen to show you in more detail. So this is my smartphone connected. I will open our application so you can see that everything is a little bit different compared to the previous version. First of all, we decided to get rid and remove the menu. Previously here on the top, we had a menu. So if you'd like to have access to the contact list or conference creation, you need to tap to the menu, and from the menu, you have to select the think you'd like to do, but now it is much more convenient. So you have access to chat and conferences and recent history, recent calls and conferences and contacts right from the main screen of the application. And by default, the chat panel is open. So if you open application, it's always open in chat. It is most important because all the recent calls and your chat interactions with group chats and users are shown here. And we can initialize a call with a user from the chat as well. So chat is the most important panel of the application. We also added support for the new dark them. So if we go to the appearance of our application, so we can switch between different dark and light thems. They are applied throughout the application to all windows for your chats, for your conferences and everything, and they look really nice. I prefer to use the light scheme, so I will switch it back. Another update is for support for privacy features like background blurring and the virtual background replacing. So let me make a call to this user. I will enable the camera for this particular call. Just a moment. And here I can select different virtual backgrounds. So you can see, I can blur the background. I can also change the appearance. For example, I will use this beautiful background. So it is convenient if you are connecting on the go from the hotel or home, if you don't have your laptop available, but you like to have some privacy, so don't allow other people to see what's going on. This feature could be very, very useful. So this feature is very new. So let's proceed with other features and releases. Maria, please go on. Meanwhile, I will add some other participants to this conference because we need more people here.
So we added a special called conference info. Here you can now manage. You can enable waiting rooms, and make other participants your conference, and see the information about the conference and other important information.
Please pay attention that we try to equalize the experience to make the similar experience between desktop and mobile applications. That's why this information tab has controls above your meeting. So you can force people to join the waiting room instead of the conference. You could automatically accept a request to join a meeting. So it depends on the type of the conference. So it's very similar to the same window in the desktop application. Most importantly, it is also possible to extend the meeting. It is the new feature of TrueConf Server 5.4. So if the conference time is almost over, you will see the notification. The conference is going to end soon, and you have the privilege to extend it. We will have a different slide about it, but the idea is that this conference tab is now unified with the desktop application. Once again, it is available here. If you tap on the I icon, you will see it. Thank you, Maria. I have already covered the new UI for the application when it is not in the conference call, but the idea is that you could use the application for as a telephony replacement. You can also use it to browse your contacts. You can see who is available from your colleagues, who is connected using desktop, who is connected using smartphone. So you can make a decision, is it okay to disturb that person or not? You can also see the statuses of users. For example, some people could be away, some people could be on vacations, or they can take a leave for another reasons. So we have different statuses support for that. So it is quite convenient to select the to make a decision. Is it okay to call that user or not? And you can make that decision from the contact list. We also have, let me go back here, the list of the recent calls available. So you can see the people you called recently or people who called you recently or conferences you've been connected to. And you can reconnect from this history list any moment with your users, your colleagues or conferences any moment. For example, right now I'm hosting the conference. That's why I can add any user to the conference instead of calling them. But if I were not in the conference, it would be very convenient to reach someone not using GSM, mobile network, or WhatsApp. It could be very convenient to just call this user using the corporate application, because in this case, the audio conference or audio call will be secured. It will go through your server. So it will not rely on some cloud infrastructure. It will directly through your server. This is a very secure way how to communicate with your team. And we can also use it, this call history, to invite people to the conferences if we have a conference going on. Or we can reach people who are available using PSTN, like a general telephony network. So we have to select those people, and we can select those people and call them. And if we are not in a conference, we will call them directly using your PBX connection. It could be Cisco Unified Call Manager, for example, or some cloud telephony operator connected to the TrueConf server on your infrastructure. Or we can invite that telephony subscriber right to the conference we are in at the moment. So that's very, very convenient way to get in touch with the people. We also updated the profiles. Maria, please continue.
Yeah, we have updated user and group chat profiles, and now if you click on the user photo, you will be able to call this user or to start a video call with him or her, or you can also save his photo to your gallery. And if you are the owner of this profile, you can manage your avatar, and also you can start the chat with the user and see where what the company name of this or that user, what is the department, and some additional information. And moreover, you can see the call history with this user. And speaking about group chat profile, it is possible to see what users are in this group, and also you can enable or disable notifications from this group chat.
You can also apply the same scenarios available on the desktop. For example, I can assign some users with the moderator privileges, or I can move the ownership rights to another user. It is very convenient because in team collaboration scenarios, sometimes you have to give this privilege to some other users so they would be able to invite new users to this chart. And we can also change the information, avatars, and everything if we are the owners or moderators of this user of this group. So I can change the photo, for example, or change the name if required. So very similar experience between mobile and the desktop. While in the chat, the experience is the same. So I can forward messages between chats. I can reply to the messages in a group chat any moment. So there are a lot of stuff available inside the application. So very well optimized, totally refined. So you can see how good the chat is, how good it looks. It is very smooth, very convenient. If you have a long list of contacts, if you have hundreds of messages in the group chat, you will see everything. It is very, very, very quick application because it doesn't rely on the browser technology or some cross-platform libraries. It is fully native application written in the pure way, which are very closely executed on the hardware level of each device. We also have notification about the Pro status, but on this demo server, we don't have Pro licenses because it's hidden from the users. It's available for all users, but idea is that now with this update, users will see either they have the Pro license and for how long it will be available for them, which is important for people who participate in conference meetings very often. Maria?
And also, yeah, we have introduced our new favorites chat. So it is a special folder that can be used for managing, for saving the important information, important documents and messages that you do not want to miss or forget. So you can enter this chat in the settings, and you will have a special folder for containing all your private and secure and personal information.
Thank you. Very often when you collaborate with your team, sometimes you are not able to immediately provide a response or make a specific task if you are not ready to perform that action. So it is very convenient to move this message or part of the conversation, multiple messages and files to the favorites, so you could deal with them a little bit later. So it's a kind of like setting the mark. It's like you mark messages you'd like to come back later, which is also important to be productive. Another new status, which was available before in the desktop application, is now available for the mobile application, is the typing status. So if the user will start to type in the group chat or personal chat, we will be able to see that. Nobody's typing for me. Not able to show you that. Anyway, I will go back to the conference to show you something more. So first of all, please pay attention that we can move between conference and chat easily. You basically need to click on the back button, and you will immediately move back to the list of your conversations, of your group chats, because it is important. We could have very long meetings, half an hour, 1 hour meeting, and in the same time, your colleagues could send you messages, could send you files, so you have to reply to them. So now it is very convenient with this release to move back and forth between the conference and the group chat sessions you have with other colleagues. So basically, once again, you can double click on a widget to go back to the conference, or you can press back to go back to the charts, or you can press on the conference tab to go back to the conference. So it is now possible not to switch just between the conference chat and the conference. It is now possible to switch between the global chat and the active conference any moment. So this is a very, very convenient way for collaboration. Maria?
Yeah, it is a cool capability. And another one, also cool, it's text formative to highlight some important words and some important phrases. We introduce the formatting. So now you can make your words bold, italic, you can use underline or even strike through the words that you do not want to see. And also you can reset all your these settings when you edit the message. So thank you, Lev, for showing. As you can see, Lev highlighted some words with bold and underline, and now he resets all the settings.
By the way, another new update for the small group chats with less than 20 participants, 20 users in that chat, you can see people who saw and read your message. So we carefully collect the statistic information about the people who saw your messages, and you can access that just by tapping the message, your message you sent, so you can verify, did the particular user in that group chat pay enough attention to your message? Did it see it? So we collect all the individual statuses. It is only available for small group chats up to 20 people, because for larger groups, for 500, 1,000 users, that would create an unnecessary load on the server, because we don't want to track so many small actions from users, so it saves resources of the server. But for smaller chat, that is very, very convenient. Another new feature is about the missing calls. So if we go back to the list of the chats, which is default panel in our application, if you will miss a call, you will see the small icon next to the user. Okay, I will drop this conference. Daniel, could you please call me one more time? So, and drop the call after that. So I do nothing. You see that the user decided to drop the call, and now I have a missed call, and that missed call is highlighted with a special icon. So if I open the chat, I would be able to call back that user. By the way, Daniel, could you please call me one more time with audio call? Thank you. So you can see we have two types of calls. When someone tried to reach you, we have audio call and a video call. And when someone tried to make an audio call to you, by the way, you can decide the default approach in the settings of the mobile application, because using mobile, it is more convenient to have audio calls when you call out and video calls when you receive calls, and with conference invitations. So for conferences, video is okay. For audio calls, we more often use it just for audio. So with audio call, we can, before we pick up the call, we can mute our microphone and we can decide either we need to use the loudspeaker or earpiece speaker. So that's very easy, very convenient. So I will pick up this call. So now I'm in an audio call and my camera is disabled, my microphone is disabled according to the settings we pre-selected before picking up the call. And any moment I can switch between loudspeaker and ear speaker. And if we have, I will drop this call. Daniel, could you please call me back using the video once again? So now, hello, I'm about to pick up the video call, and with video call, I have a dedicated button to decide if I want to pick up this call with my camera enabled or disabled. This is very convenient. If you had the virtual background previously selected, it will be applied when the call starts. So you would have right from the start of the call, your privacy settings are available. So I will pick up this call with my, hello Daniel, with my camera enabled. And any moment I can escalate. This is also a new feature. I'm not sure. Do we have
Yes, we have a special slide for that.
It's later. Okay. So
Yeah.
let me find it. Let me find this slide.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. So we can press a button. It looks like a person with a plus sign. So I can use it to invite other participants to the conference. So let's invite those users. So now this is the new feature. We can escalate the point-to-point connection, point-to-point call to the group conference. It happens automatically, so a person doesn't notice how it happens. So inside the group conference, the first page always displays people who share the content or who is active speakers. But at any moment, we can swipe to the right to see other participants of this conference. We have bots with the static images. It's not video, just static images for bots. So we can see them and we can swipe back and forth. That's important. So we could save significantly the battery of the device if we only pay attention to the people who speak. So this way, we do not decode videos from another participants. And by the way, our application fully support. I don't have it available here during the conference. We have fully support hardware acceleration. So with hardware acceleration, we can even further save the batteries, and we recommend use hardware acceleration on your devices. Please open those settings to check this. Okay, and this is how the extending looks like. So if our meeting is going to end soon, we would see the pop-up, which will display for moderator of the conference or call and the owner of the conference the ability to extend the meeting, while other users would only see the notification that the conference is going to end soon. So only moderators and host and the owner could extend it. That's important. Please pay attention to that. Maria?
Also, we have introduced waiting rooms into our mobile client application for Android. Now it is possible to accept people who enter the waiting room if you are the owner or the moderator of the conference. Also, if you enter the participants list during the conference, you will see the participants who are now in the waiting room, and also it will be possible to invite them to your conference.
We can also use the gestures above the layout, so I can press and hold a little bit the person in the layout to access the controls above that particular user. So you can see that we can send that user to the waiting room, appoint him as a moderator, manage his microphone and cameras and messages. If that user could be a SIP endpoint, we could send some DTMF command to that endpoint. So very similar experience to the desktop. We just need to I don't know how to show it to you. Just hold your finger above this user to bring up that menu. Thank you, Maria. Let's go back to the next demo. So, for example, if we'd like to mute the specific chat, now it is possible. So I can disable notifications. If I go back to the list of to all chats and someone will send a message to that conference, it will not bring the push notification. Daniel, could you please send some message to the chat? You see that this chat, the conference chat I was in, is muted now. So if someone will send the message, it will be displayed not in yellow, it will be displayed with the gray background. So that means that the notifications inside the chat are muted. So they do not fire push notifications. So they are kind of silent for us. They do not disturb us. And any moment we can go back to that chat and change our settings and make notifications available. It can be done if we hold our finger above that specific chat. We can also access some actions above the chat, and we can enable notifications once again for that chat. So they will look different: the muted notifications and the regular notifications. So let's go back to the conference.
Lev, I have a question actually about disabling notifications. Can I disable notifications for not for group chat, but for personal chat, for chat with one user, or it works only for group chats?
Yes, it is also possible. So I can disable notifications for a specific user if you don't want to hear, not just to hear, to be bothered by one of your colleagues. So it can be done. We do not recommend to do that because when you mute chat once again, you will not receive push notifications for those chat. So if someone will send you the message, you will not be able to see it here. That's important. So you would need to open the chat list inside the applications. We need to open applications to see the updates from that user, but it can be done.
Thanks.
Okay, Maria, please go on.
Now we introduce the offline access to all your communications, to all your chat history, call history. When, for example, you are out of the network, or you are offline, or you do not have internet access, you can text your messages and send them, and they will remain pending until you will be connected to the internet again, and they will automatically be sent to your colleagues.
This is extremely important because there are many cases when you don't have the connectivity to the internet. So this is mobile application. So sometimes we are out of the coverage during the train trips, subway commuting, or when we are in a plane, but we need to provide responses and files to our colleagues, and application will automatically synchronize everything once the connection is restored. So that's really cool. Thank you, Maria. We also added support for simultaneous interpretation. It is a feature of the desktop application, so we could assign interpreters for specific meetings. Interpreters will create additional audio channels for the conference, and now it is possible to select the audio channel for the conference, which is assisted with interpreters. Our demo conference don't have interpreters, so we are not able to see that, but it is very easy to select. We will have a special button to select the language available from one of the interpreters. And by the way, during the point-to-point calls, video calls, audio calls, whatever, you have to know that you could get the very private environment just by bringing up your phone to your ear. So if you make this movement, the application will automatically disable your camera. It will automatically switch from the loudspeaker or Bluetooth headset to your ear speaker. The incoming video streams of the conference participants will be disabled. So that happens automatically. So if you cover, we automatically change how application behave. let's go back. Yeah, you see my camera is disabled now, so I need to re-enable it. Because I covered, I don't want to do it again. But the idea is that if you are in the environment that you believe you don't want to expose your loudspeaker audio, or you don't want to show anything around what is around you, you can at any moment just bring up your phone to your ear, and you will automatically switch to the most private way of the communication, which we call the audio only mode. So it happens automatically. You can do it manually, but it also happens automatically when you bring up your phone to your ear. This is also a very new feature. Okay, Maria.
So now, similar to desktop client application, in our mobile application for Android, it is also possible to disable, to stop, to end the content sharing of some participant. We did that to provide our moderators and owners with more flexible conference management. So, for example, if owner or the moderator connects during the conference using his or her mobile phone, he can freely manage the content sharing process done by the participants.
So let's ask Daniel to share some content. Daniel, could you please share some content for us? It will pop up the new page in the layout just for the content. We would be able to see it. Any slide, document, whatever. It takes some time. Okay. Okay, we can, yeah, finally. We see the content, so we can switch to the content. Let's wait a little bit. We still see the video. Yes, now we can see, now we have permissions and we can see the desktop. Thank you, Daniel. So the idea for the content page is that you don't need to touch your screen. We automatically switch from the video camera to the content, and any moment we actually can use your fingers to zoom in and zoom out the content. So if someone sends you the very high quality content, it could be full HD desktop image or the table with very dense font or some documents, so but we can zoom it and move around the content. It could be live content or some slides, doesn't matter. So it also applies to every user. So we can, any moment, we can zoom and move around. We can zoom any user, any moment, any video and content as well. This is very convenient. And we can also make a long tab to turn off the content from specific user to end the content sharing session from that user. This is also a new feature, which is very convenient. So it brings the moderating, it equalize the capabilities for moderators between the mobile application and the desktop application. So now it looks almost the same, so which is really cool. Okay, thank you, Daniel, for this demo. Let's move forward. I will drop this conference. By the way, please pay attention that now if you try to drop the call, it will automatically advise you to leave it, not to end it for all, because sometimes the conference could be quite important with many people in it. And we highlight the leave button, which do not end the conference. But if we'd like to anyway to end the conference for all, we will now pop up another dialog, which will request the additional confirmation that we really want to end the conference. So I'm really sure I'd like to end the conference. Okay, another new feature is the call history. We do not recommend to do it because you won't see the list of your communications, which is very, very convenient. I use it daily to see by end of the day, I'd like to see which conversations I had, which calls I had, which conferences I participated in. So it's nice to have this, the flashback from the day, what you did using this panel. But any moment you can clean it if you feel more private. So why not? Okay, and the last slide is about the Bluetooth devices support. So, Daniel, could you please send us an incoming call? So before you pick up the call, you can select I don't have mobile headset connected, but it is very often we have some mobile device connected to our smartphone. It could be your headset, it could be your smartwatch. So you have to decide on which device you'd like to forward the audio from the conference or call. And here, even before you pick up the call, you can decide, okay, I will use my smartwatches to pick up this call. So you leave your phone, you go outside, and you continue the conversation from your watch. Or it could be the loudspeaker because you are in a private environment. It is more convenient for you to put the smartphone on your desk and continue to use your laptop for some other tasks. So you can decide that when you pick up the call, and even after you make a connection, any moment, you can also change the devices connected to your smartphone. So we do not hide this information. So you can switch between speakers and connected Bluetooth devices on the go any moment. This is extremely useful. Okay, so that's it. We covered the most important updates together with you for this new TrueConf 3.0 release for Android. This application is already available on the Google Play. We also have special builds of this application available for Huawei Marketplace and some other national marketplaces, which are available in some countries. The application is also available as APK file from our website, so you can download it. I would like to remind you that the same experience is also available for TVs. So if you go to the settings of our application, let me drop this conference. You will be able to switch to TV mode. Just don't do it right now, but it is possible to run the application in the horizontal environment in the full HD video. It has a lot of stuff, a lot of features actually. So you would love it. Just search in Google Play on your TV for TrueConf. Connect the web camera to USB port on your TV. You can use it on your TV as well. So I will stop the screen sharing.
Actually, we have one question in chat. Thank you, Robert, for your question. Can you see it, Lev?
Yes, I see the question. How can I make sure that the microphone is turned off when I connect it to a conference? When you mute your microphone, you have the red striped icon of your microphone. So it's very obvious that the microphone is muted. Also, the operating systems for Apple and for Android, they display you the green dot on top of your status panel of your operating system, mobile operating system, if your microphone is being used. So you can pay attention to that system dot as well. So that's it, quite simple. So it is a software mute like everywhere else. It is not possible to detach a USB cable from your smartphone. So you have to rely on the UI. Thank you for the question. Thank you guys for your attention. We will send the recording and the slide deck for all people who register it. It will be available on our blog as well. And please be safe and have a nice day then. And if you are not far from Dubai, please visit our booth at GITEX Global, which are going to be, it's going the full week, I believe. The JITEX will be over on Friday, so if you will have a chance to visit us until Friday on Dubai JITEX event, we would be happy to see you. Gideon, hello. Yes, APK file is available on the website already. So if you go to TrueConf.com from your smartphone and you select download, you will be automatically redirected to the Android application page with the APK file available. Let me check this for you. Just a moment. We have different APK versions because some devices, they don't have Google mobile services. So we have APK file for Google mobile services users. We have APK file for Huawei users, for Harmony OS. So it depends on your operating system. But for Google, I will provide you the link. Just a moment. So here it is. You can download the APK file right from here. Actually, this link always contains the last version if you remove the part of the link with the parameter v. So this is the last version of Android application. But we recommend to update from the marketplace because you will, this way you will receive updates quite often. Almost every week we release the update to the release branch of this application. With APK, you need to update it manually. So that's could be an issue, especially if you have many users. So it's always nice to update users' application using the marketplace.
Thank you for this advice, Lev.
Okay,
thank you guys for joining us today.
Have a nice day then. Thank you. See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.